just that long. Like 40
That's such a neat, he's like insiders down there.
She can't have insurance agreement. Oh yeah, you just can't do it. 150. Yeah, 3,000 right now.
Hey, they're all right. That's what I'm taking. I've got orders. And I mean, and it was like they had those dispatch kind of, paper kind of boat thing.
Yeah.
What's in the pots of food?
Loaded.
Yeah, 45 minutes of practice. Then I turn down balls.
Potato salad.
Well, maybe once you guys get like closer, then you'll just like hang out and see.
Oh, now they, somebody just asked me the other day, me too. I somebody down here, next Saturday. Yeah, exactly.
So I know the guy that lives
You know, my sister asked me about some of their friends.
Oh, that's fine.
It's not much to your host. She's going to have more to stay at my house. She's struggling to work. I was like, whatever. Yeah, so I thought I was going to do that. And they just told me you're coming Sunday.
Oh yeah, young wife.
And I realized that when I got to school, what did you just heard? Yeah, I should. Anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
she left now, but she
Right. I like it. Oh, it looks really good. I don't think I've seen you use it.
Well, it was hot, super short, and spiky. It was all spiky in the spring. Maybe March or April, I don't know. It was super short and spiky. The color is just all kinds of whatever is going on. The sun, and
My blessings back in the US. Can't stand.
no, you're really good.
And I can't decide if I want it like longer or shorter, but if like I have like
This was red, and then he put the blonde back on. The red just washed.
it just goes in
Washes out. Well, my husband likes it. So it's not that much of a waste. Way cheaper. Way cheaper. No. And it doesn't last any longer. Yeah. Because it had gum before. You know, just buy it.
Unless you wash your hair in really, really cold water, but still, I don't want to ruin your
I
towel.
mean, I used to have gone no sulfate.
Yeah. Kids, I'm telling you, they did have
Somebody told me that.
it's probably like already sorry to hear how it goes. It's still red. Like we're just saying that today. It's crazy. It's still but yeah, they took like a couple packages and like they like sat it in there. So like they had a whole they were not a whole head, it's just like from here down. And she like laid there and did it very and then rinsed it.
So like she meets my friend. Her mom was there today. Her sister worked. She has really white. They were white hair. then they got to buy that.
Yeah, I like where it's like, you see it with like a short crowd, and it's like,
Right.
it's black, and they're here, and it's like,
Did they ever take cash?
no, we gotta take that. I have that.
Oh, I could just
I
take
had,
my wallet.
I got cash as well.
$4. I think this is for like $1.
Okay. Because I don't see like right now. That one drink. You probably just put it. I'm like, I have to drive all day.
So I got that one. I had to pour like some of their ginger ale.
How very much that would be.
And they were, and they said,
Like, yeah. Like, I can tell she's you either go to the play or you make
that's right. Now, we, his kids were fun, and then their mom switched every day. So she still wake up in the morning and drop that off. Well, they were still away, you know, that we could make it here for someone to spend the hour. And I was gonna buy like going to restaurant and eat. I was out of my way to and stuff. It's like, I just want her, I'm here until you get here. So I've been sitting
But you're in.
right.
So that's still good.
And it takes an hour and a half to get to the
Beautiful drive though.
It is really glamorous, and I've seen people out there, and all I want to do is have a, kayak or something, and go out.
it's about like an hour
And then the family games here.
Yeah, and it's like our property, and then have the drive from our son to Fallston, which is like 35.
Oh, yeah.
And then from there on, and then
Right.
football. And she loves jazz.
So he was a team. She had
Yeah, so I'll have her until tomorrow. Christine does her I've had her since. I had her last Sunday to Wednesday, and then.
What was that? Oh, say you are my mother's daughter.
Yeah, tomorrow.
She gets all like little. Yeah, you are she's in honor, man. Oh, you got her, Christina, and her.
Like you guys are singing and she's singing too. She'll tell you to stop it. No, just quit.
No, really.
Yeah.
Actually, I can't like that. I can't like that. Okay. Uh-huh.
Oh, good afternoon, Judge Brack. Welcome back.
Thank you, Mrs. Tesman.
Judge Brack, your time has come.
No, don't point it at me.
That's what you get for sneaking round the back.
Are you out of your mind?
I didn't hit you, did I?
Good God, woman! Are you still playing your ridiculous games? What are you shooting at?
Oh, I was just firing into the blue of the sky.
If you'll allow me, Mrs. Tesman. Ah, yes, I remember this well. But where's the case? Ah, here we are. There will be no more nonsense like that this afternoon.
But what in God's name am I to do with myself?
No visitors?
No, not one. I suppose all of our friends are still out of town.
And Tesman not home?
No, after lunch he went off to visit his aunts. He didn't expect you back so soon.
I should have thought of that. That was stupid of me.
Stupid. Why?
Why, if I'd known earlier, I'd have come by sooner.
If you had, you wouldn't have found anyone here. I was in my room getting dressed.
Ah, but isn't there a small crack in the door for us to converse through?
You forgot to see to that.
Also stupid of me.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait here. I don't expect Tesman will be back for quite some time.
I can be very patient.
Well,
Well?
I asked you first.
Ah, let's just have a nice quiet chat, Mrs. Hedda Gabler.
It seems like a lifetime since we last spoke, doesn't it?
Just the two of us, alone.
Something like that.
I missed you. Every day you were gone.
I felt the same way.
Did you? Really? Why, I thought you were having a marvelous time.
Marvelous.
Yes, that's what Tesman wrote in his letters.
Yes, it was marvelous for him. Oh, he loved poking around in collections of old books, copying his parchments or whatever you call them.
That's what he does, though, isn't it? Partly, anyway.
Yes, that is what he does. And there isn't anything wrong with it. But what about me? Oh, Judge, you have no idea how terribly bored I am.
Are you? In all seriousness?
To go away for months on end, no one to talk to, no one who knew our circle of friends or who was interested in my kind of life.
Yes. I suppose I would have been bored as well.
And the most unbearable thing of all, to be with the same person, all the everlastingly.
Yes. Morning, noon, and night. Yes, I understand. At every conceivable hour. Still, Tesman is such a good man, I would have thought.
My dear Judge, Tesman is an academic, and academics do not make the most entertaining traveling companions. Not in the long run, anyway.
Not even the academic one loves?
Don't use that nauseating word.
I don't understand, Mrs. Tesman.
You should try it sometime. Listening to the cultural histories of civilization, morning, noon, and night.
Everlastingly.
Yes, yes, and to the Middle Ages and the cottage industries of the Brabant. Oh my God!
But then how? Why? I mean...
Why did I choose George Tesman?
Yes, if you want to put it that way.
Do you really think it's so strange?
No, and in some ways, yes.
I was tired of the dance. Tired. My time was up.
Oh.
No, I don't want to say that. I don't want to think that.
No, there's no reason to. None at all.
Reasons. And besides, George Tesman is a perfectly respectable man.
Perfectly and absolutely dependable.
And there isn't anything about him that one would call slightly ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Why, no, I don't think I would say that. Why, I assumed that you, like everyone else, believed in him. Believed that he would, in fact, one day become an eminent scholar.
Yes, I did. And he insisted that he wanted to take care of me, provide for me. What could I do but accept? That was more than any of my other admirers were willing to do.
Well, I cannot speak for the others, but for myself, all I want is a close circle of intimate friends. I want to be of use. I want to help. I want to come and go as a friend. A trusted friend.
You mean of the master of the house?
I mean the lady. But the master too, of course. Why, that kind of a triangle of friends, a trois, shall we say, can be wonderfully satisfying for all concerned.
Yes. There were many times I wanted someone else with us. Those endless conversations, just the two of us.
Yes, well, the wedding trip is over.
Oh, hardly. I've just come to the first stop on the line.
But when you get to the station, you can get up. You can move around and...
I'll never get out.
Never. But
Never. That is not for me. I shall keep my seat. I shall not move. Just the two of us.
But what if a third party were to come in and join you? A friend. A trusted friend.
An entertaining friend. Full of life.
And not an academic.
Yes. That would be a relief.
We are now a trois.
And the train goes on.
Oh, heavens! What a load! Oh, I'm sweating. It's so hot out. Oh, Judge Brack! Oh, I didn't know you were here. Berta didn't tell me.
Yes, I came in through the garden.
Oh,
What are all the books?
New publications in my special field.
Special fields.
Yes,
Yes.
Mrs. Tesman, special field.
What do you need them for?
Well, one must stay current on all the literature and publications within one's field of practice.
I'm sure you're right.
Yes, look, I picked up a copy of Eilert Lovborg's new book. Do you want to see it?
No, maybe later.
What do you, as a specialist, what do you make of it?
Well, I only had a look at it really on the way over. It is excellent. Serious, thoughtful, precise. He's never written like this before. Yes, but tell me, do we have enough time? I'd like to take these to the back room and get ready for dinner.
Yes, let me check.
Pardon.
Oh, of course, we have plenty of time.
Oh, very good. Then I won't hurry. Yes. Oh, Hedda! Aunt Julie said she won't be able to come over this evening.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is she still upset about the hat?
No, Hedda. Aunt Julie isn't like that. No. It's Aunt Rena.
What's the matter with her?
Well, she's quite ill.
Isn't she always?
Yes, but today she is particularly weak, I understand.
Well, then she's right to stay with her.
Aunt Julie did really enjoy her visit with us this morning. She said you looked the picture of health.
Oh, these infernal aunts. Nothing.
And what was that about the hat?
Oh, it was Miss Tesman. She'd left her old hat lying on the chair, and I pretended to think it was the maid's.
Oh, Hedda, how could you? She's such a sweet lady.
Sometimes I can't help myself. I just do things all of a sudden, on a whim. Oh, I can't explain it.
You're not truly happy here, are you?
Know of no reason why I should be happy, do you?
Well, yes. After all, this is the house you always wanted.
You two believe that this house was my one great passion.
So it's not true?
Oh, good God, no.
And?
Well, then George Tesman used to escort me home last summer after our dinner parties. One evening we walked by here, and Tesman was a nervous wreck, as usual, trying to think of something to say. And I felt sorry for him.
Did you? Honestly?
I really did. So you see, there was this awkward silence, and I filled it by saying that I would like to live here.
And then?
Well, then my whimsicality had its consequences.
As it often does for all of us.
So you see, George Tesman and I came together over our common passion for the house of Senator Falk. And then came the engagement and the wedding and the honeymoon and all the rest of it. I was going to say I've made my bed. Now I must lie in it.
Priceless, Hedda. Priceless. But then this house, it means virtually nothing to you.
No.
Not even after everything we've done for you. It's comfortable, elegant.
All the rooms reek of lavender and rose petals. There's a smell of mortality about it, like a corsage the morning after. Oh, Judge, you cannot conceive how unutterably bored I shall be out here.
But what if? What if there was something we could do to make your life more interesting? Let us call it a distraction.
Something to bring me pleasure.
Precisely.
Well, I can't imagine what that would be.
I don't think you've ever lived through anything that has challenged you.
Anything truly serious, you mean?
You could put it that way, but it may be about to happen.
If you mean this wretched business about Tesman and the professorship, that has nothing to do with me. I shan't give it a second thought.
No, it's not that. How do I put it delicately? What if you were to carry some greater responsibility, some new claim upon our little Mrs. Tesman?
You be quiet. You'll never see anything like that happen.
We'll speak about this again in a year's time, at the most.
I have no plans of that kind, Judge Brack.
But shouldn't you? As a woman, don't you have the need, the desire?
I told you to be quiet. I have often thought that I have only one need, one desire.
And if I may be so bold, what is that?
To bore myself to death. There, now you know. Oh, look, here comes our proof, the professor.
Now, Hedda, shh.
Hedda, darling, has there been any word from Eilert yet?
No, nothing yet.
Oh, well, I am certain that he will be here sometime soon.
Do you really think he'll come?
Yes, I do. I believe that what we heard earlier today was merely rumor and gossip.
Do you really?
Yes. Aunt Julie told me that she believes that Eilert Lovborg will not stand in my way anymore.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yes. So, perhaps we could just wait here for as long as possible before we adjourn?
Yes. I believe no one will be there until 7 or 7:30. There's plenty of time.
Oh, excellent. Then the two of us can keep Hedda company together.
And if worst comes to worst, I can stay here and talk to Mr. Lovborg.
What do you mean, if worst comes to worst?
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want to go with you and Tesman.
But, Hedda, dear, do you think that would be proper? I mean, Aunt Julie isn't coming over this evening.
No, but Mrs. Elfstead is. The three of us can have tea together.
Oh, yes, that would be fine.
There's a gentleman at the door. He's asking if you're at home.
Show him in.